All right, we're not going to go to the break. Aphumelele is standing by live for us from the Free State. A very good morning to you, Aphumelele. What's happening today in court?
Good morning, Desiree, and also to the viewers at home. We expect Iqbal Sharma to come back this morning for formal bail application after, of course, yesterday. It was postponed to today because of not him filing on time some affidavits that had critical information about him. But I just want to bring the investigating directorate spokesperson, Sindisiwe Sibuka, just to take us through on what to expect in court today. Good morning. Of course, we are not expecting a lengthy proceeding today.
So essentially yesterday what happened is that both the applicants had brought in their application as to why they need to be given bail. Us as the investigating director, thus at the end of business day yesterday, had submitted our response as to why we are opposing bail. The details therein as to why we believe that he should not be granted bail will be properly ventilated any moment now. But essentially the both parties had also decided that we would not be reading the affidavits into the record, but what we are going to definitely be doing is highlighting the various aspects which we feel are quite important. We've also made mention that both the applicants as well as our opposing documents are quite voluminous. They have annexures and details and the like. So we're going to basically just touch on the prevalent or key matters, and arguments will then ensue, and possibly then a verdict will be decided on by the presiding magistrate.
Sindisiwe, today I want to believe that we also won't see the other accused like yesterday when they came there here for the date for the next appearance. It's only Iqbal Sharma that the matter that will be heard.
Essentially, the other three have already been granted bail, 10,000 rand each. The court found that they are not a flight risk, that they will not evade trial. So the court then deemed it fit that they be granted bail. So we respect the court's decision in that regard. Today, however, post Iqbal Sharma's bail hearing, he's possibly going to be given a date of the 5th of July for when he'll then join his co-accused, where a further decision will be taken about what to do next.
Thank you so much for your time. Sindisiwe Sibuka is the NPA investigating director spokesperson, just saying that it should be a brief appearance today because it's only Iqbal Sharma who is on the dock applying for formal bail here at the Bloemfontein Magistrates Court, and saying that as the NPA, they have, of course, they will be opposing bail. And yesterday during arguments, that's where we heard from the NPA complaining that this happened because the delay has been caused by Iqbal Sharma not filing on time the affidavit. They expected the affidavit on Saturday, but they only received Sunday evening, and they were saying that it's voluminous. Of course, there's a lot of information to check, critical information, because it has also information that about banks, of course, abroad, concerning Iqbal Sharma's bank accounts. But like she did mention that the other three have been released on bail. The latest is Peter Tabete. Yesterday we witnessed where he was released on bail with conditions that he has to go to the nearest police station and also hand over a passport. We don't expect so much activity in court today, as both parties seem to be ready. They did, of course, submit yesterday that they will come prepared today. We expect also Iqbal Sharma to, of course, argue as to why he has to be granted bail. But given the fact that his assets were also frozen amongst with the Gupta family members, we must remember that this case involves 17 people, including the companies that are for Iqbal Sharma as well as the Gupta family. But the NPA did mention that they will continue with the case, even though they're still waiting for the others that are abroad. We know that they've already applied for the extradition to bring back the Gupta families, amongst others. We must remember that this case relates to the 24.9 million rand corruption scandal that happened in 2011 for feasibility study, where a Department of Agriculture wanted to alleviate, of course, poverty in terms of projects of farming in the Free State. We held also from the NPA where they mentioned that this service delivery didn't happen, and so much millions were pocketed. Therefore, they're saying that this is unfair for the Free State people, because this is not the first scandal, of course, where we see that the would-be beneficiaries are not benefiting. It's similar to Estina Dairy Freight, a case of 244 million rand, where Peter Tabete also stand accused, and the trial is expected to begin in November. Desiree.
Aphumelele, thank you so much for bringing us up to speed with this case. Let's take that break now.